Using speed limits. So this is a great way to help students keep their pacing in the budgeting game on Personal Finance Lab. So here's the scenario. You're using the Personal Finance Lab budget game and you're using an 18-month game, and you're expecting students to go work through this over the course of an entire semester. But some students are getting really into it and they're playing faster than others, and they might even be getting close to finishing the game way too soon. So how can you help keep all students moving at the same pace? And this is why we introduced the speed limits. So the speed limit is a way to do exactly that. You're going to pace your students to make sure they're going through the game at about the same speed and students don't get too far ahead. So the way a speed limit works is that it's a rule applied in your class settings. And what it does is it limits how many months of the budgeting game a student can complete in a week of real life time. It's a cap, it's not a limit per week. So if students are really falling behind, they are able to catch up. So here's how it works. So here I am as a teacher, and I am looking at my class budgeting game rankings, and I see one student is already 6 months through the game and another student has just barely started. So I want to give this student a chance to catch up and prevent this student from getting even farther ahead than the rest of the class. So what I can do is I can go up to Administration, and I can edit my session settings. And one of the rules in the budget game rules is the speed limit. So if you set a speed limit of 0, students can go through the game as fast as they like. But I'm going to set a speed limit of just 2, so students can only go through 2 months of the budgeting game per week of real life time. Now when I save this, basically what I did is I locked the student who's farther ahead from progressing any farther. They can only go up to 2 weeks, and as of right now it's August 31st. I'm still in the first week of my game, and so students would only be able to complete 2 weeks. Next week, in the first week of September, that means with the speed limit of 2, students would be able to complete up to 4 weeks, because there's 2 months of the budgeting game per week of real life time. That's what I mean by students can always catch up, they just can't get farther ahead. Now, for the student who's farther ahead, the next time they come back into the game and try to start to play, it's going to give them an error message saying that they've reached the current limit of the months allowed for the game. So they're going to need to wait until next week before coming back and trying again. As a review, speed limits can be set or edited at any time. We recommend setting a speed limit when first creating your class, but if you find students are getting too far ahead, you can set a new speed limit, increase or decrease it from your editing your sessions. This works as an overall cap at how far students can go in the game, so it always lets students who are farther behind catch up. The students who are behind are registered, they can always get ahead to the farthest students, and you can put this retroactively. So in the case of the student who's already too far ahead, when they logged in the next time, they saw that there was now a speed limit and they're going to need to wait. So that is all for speed limits. Happy budgeting. If you have any questions or need help, contact us at support@PersonalFinanceLab.com.